Niggas are scared of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like you can't go watch KRS-One live and tell me that rapping over vocals. You can't watch Jay-Z. You can't watch Kendrick. You can't watch Common. You can't watch. I just saw Jid on. I just posted Jid on with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
He killed that shit.
He was just
And you telling me a local nigga who's never rapped outside of his bedroom is an expertise on not get the fuck. July is gonna be International Stop Rapping Over Vocals, but now known as Red Rose Month or whatever. The international holiday is July 25th. Just because I made the shit up. And niggas actually went with the shit, which is so crazy about it, right? And I'm gonna call this tour. It was like I had it was 14 different states in like 7 weeks. Pretty much all of August and all of July and August. And I'm gonna call this the Real MCs No Rap Over Vocals campaign. And like I did like a PSA and everything on YouTube, and it went on this rapper who was a Pan-African black Marxist leftist who wears polo and goes to strip clubs. You understand what I'm saying? Black fists and gang signs. I did it my way. No club bangers, no major goddamn cosigns, no viral content or what have you. Just me doing what the fuck I wanted to do. I went on like a long Facebook rant talking about people rapping over vocals, and that shit went viral. I said, okay, cool. Fast forward. It comes to, so where we get Railroad from, I did a festival in Charlottesville, Virginia. I had 2 shows before that. I had one show in Greensburg, North Carolina. I had Roanoke, North Carolina. And then I did Charlottesville. Every single time I fly into RDU, they lose my bag. So they lost my merch. So for me, I don't believe in even walking into a building to rap if I ain't got no. It's a waste of fucking time. I gotta slang the merch. This nigga got a Walmart with him. He got all type. He got candles and everything. You gonna see? He got a lot of. He got more goddamn merch than we got speakers and equipment in the car. He got some fucking merch. He really do.
This your boy Bigg Ray West, and you're tuned in to GFG TV. You know what I'm saying? The reboot. You know what I'm saying? I got my brother with me as always.
You know it's your boy T-Bear, representing GFG Records all day, every day.
And then we got some important fellas in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? Some road warriors. You know what I'm saying? Some gritters, some go-getters, man. Who we got?
What's up, people at Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Tulsa, Oklahoma, representing, man. I got dual citizenship, but I belong to the culture.
Talk to him.
For sure, man. L. Smooth Mensah, man, Midwest City veteran, Oklahoma representative, man. Been around for a while and gonna keep going. I'm saying,
yeah.
Oklahoma in the house already. So let's get into it, man. So you introduced yourselves a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But tell us a little bit about where you're from, you know, growing up, where you from, you know, childhood, stuff like that.
For sure, man. I was born in a small town, southern Oklahoma, called Ardmore. Ardmore is 100 miles south of Oklahoma City, 100 miles north of Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Very small town. Graduated high school. I went to the Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I lived there for 20 years. That's kind of where I cut my. Of course, I was doing music when I was in high school, but where I really cut my teeth and became the artist and the man that I am. Spent the majority of my adult life in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been there for 4.5 years. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a social studies teacher.
Very nice.
I am I don't know how many years veteran doing rap. It's like all I know. Son of a gospel musician, so I pretty much grew up. You know what I'm saying, in music and growing up in the church, grew up on the road. But this doing music and traveling is something that is literally all I know. I'm terrified about what I'm gonna do when I can't really travel no more. Because that's all I know. Once a month, I have to do these self-imposed sabbaticals because if not, I'll just be going every fucking weekend. I got teenagers now, so being a father and a family man is most important. So I can't be going every damn weekend, you know what I'm saying? But just trying to balance stuff out. So I have to I call it my off season pretty much from kind of around Thanksgiving to around Valentine's Day. That's when I kind of chill or whatever and lock back in and not be miserable.
Yeah.
I got to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I love to travel.
You got to have a strong support system to, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
The wife got to be all the way in.
Nothing happens without the permission from my wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing happens. Nothing. It's only been one time ever in the history of our relationship when I had a show booked and she was like, nah. And it was really weird, man. It's so I was doing this when I first really started coming to the Midwest. And I had a show booked on Thursday, I want to say, in Fort Wayne. No, we at Fort Wayne, and I had and I was flying into Fort Wayne, flying out to Chicago. So I'm trying to fill in the days in between. And so one of my partners had a homegirl whose little brother was a big friend of mine, lived in Cleveland.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm routing the stuff. I can drive through Cleveland or whatever. And I guess he was having like a surprise birthday party for him or whatever. That's sad because he's a big fan. I don't remember buddy name or nothing or whatever. But anyway, it's having whatever. So they was having it at our house. Okay, boom. Nice size house, supposed to be there when we perform at the birthday party. And around this time, it was like during the summertime. So it's like baseball season and so whatever. So all the hotels are buku expensive. She was like, look, I got a guest house and you can just stay at my guest house or whatever, right? Cool. I'm like, okay. So she's like, where you gonna stay at? I'm gonna stay at such and such guest house, the promoter's guest house. Okay, cool. I was like, it's a female. She's just a female. I showed her the picture and the woman somewhat looked like my wife. Dark skin, had glasses, natural hair. She like, nah. I was like, what? What do you like? When I say the sister,
I know what you like.
when I say the sister was 100% professional, nothing inappropriate. You can look at all the texts, all the messages. Ain't no funny business. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no funny business or whatever. She was like, nah. I was like, come on, bro. I like, we go to strip clubs together. Like, you know where I be at. You know it ain't ever been no issue. But that was the one time she put her foot down.
Yeah.
And I had to hold that.
Respect.
I be going for, I be going for like weeks at a time. You know what I'm saying? And she don't never trip off of it.
That's love.
But if the queen say I ain't comfortable,
Nah.
I got to hold that. You know what I'm saying? I got to hold that. So yeah, like I said, it takes a strong support system. Like I said, I grew up knowing that my dad was going, well, my dad was a gospel musician, so I can go with him or whatever. But you know, my children can't necessarily come with me. I'm doing more all-ages shows now, and I'm start bringing them with me now that they're teenagers or whatever. But they know since I was little. They know that on the weekends, daddy's going, this is his other job. You know what I'm saying? So they know what I do. They know their dad is Marcel P. Black. They was on one of my albums, you know what I'm saying? When they was in elementary school or whatever. So they know or whatever, but the family unit is strong. When I go, it's like, my dad always told me, like, when you leave, he's like, even if you leave the house broke, everything need to be paid for. So you can't be coming back home. Your children can't be hungry. You know what I'm saying? The trash better be took out. You know what I mean? Whatever the laundry, every day need to be right, just like if you there. So that means if you leave the house with $10 in your pocket, the cash apps need to be full. The gas tank need to be full. The grocery, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, I took that to heart. You know what I'm saying? And so, and honestly, it made me grind harder.
Right.
If I know I'm on the road and my son, he went to a birthday party today. He needed $25 for to go to Urban there. And then he needed $10 other, you know what I'm saying, to eat. I'm like, okay, well, I got to make sure I sell this merchandise.
There it is.
Yeah.
So I ain't going to tell him no.
Right.
If I ain't got to eat, I ain't going to eat. I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to give me something to eat, you feel me? Like, I didn't get this big not eating or whatever, but that just means I got to work a little harder or whatever. So, you know, and it's important to like, it's important to me for my children to see me working hard and doing what I love. And like, and having like I remember seeing my father sit at the edge of his bed. He would be humming something, that he'd be writing in the chicken scratch in the notepad, and he'd be humming something, and then he'd go downstairs in our studio, in our garage, whatever, he play it, record it, boom, 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 and then he would take it to a real studio, and then he would perform it, and people would catch the Holy Ghost, and then he'd have CDs and cassettes, and like I saw the whole process.
Right, right.
And so as a kid, I saw that whole process, and it's like, that's what I want to do too.
Right.
Because I see that like the stuff that he's just naturally inspired to do, this is what is going to, you know, like I see how it affected people in a positive way. And though, you know, I'm definitely a church kid, grew up in the church or whatever. I don't make gospel music, but I approach it. I look at hip hop as my ministry. I look at being a teacher as my ministry. I look at all the type of stuff or whatever. And so, I saw that it was something that my dad loved to do for fun, or just because he felt compelled to do it. I saw the positive impact it had on people. I saw how he was able to monetize it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for my children to see that with me.
Right.
And like, I never knew what a missed light bill looked like. I never knew what an empty refrigerator looked like. I never knew what a cut off water looked like. You know what I'm saying? My pops always took care of it. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I do the same thing and like just kind of keep those same foundational things. And like you said, making sure the family straight is the utmost important to me.
That's what's up. What's up? Sure. L Smooth, man. Tell us about where you're from and, you know, your upbringing and everything like that.
So, like I said, Midwest City, Oklahoma. It's kind of a suburb of Oklahoma City.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I grew up, you know, 80s, 90s, gang culture, you know what I mean? Around that time, you know what I'm saying? North Oaks, where I grew up. So, you know, just as a child, seeing the gang culture really kind of, you know, had me look at it a different type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of stay away from that. I used to look in my uncles and aunties was in it. You know what I'm saying? They was out there, you know, selling dope, gang banging, stuff like that. So I was kind of a person, I always seen like, okay, I want to do this, but I want to do that. That's cool. My auntie doing this right here. She going to work every day or whatever. Okay, my uncle going hard. He done got locked up twice. I don't want to fool with that.
Right.
You know, a lot of people, you know, they see it and they can make a good decision. Some people can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've seen, you know,
I'm fortunate enough to have that.
Exactly. I was right there. You know, I would walk in, you know what I'm saying, coffee table, you see some dope on the table.
Yeah.
I knew not to touch it. You know what I'm saying? When other kids would touch it and steal it. You know what I'm saying? So I was always just kind of around it, but never, you know, I was in it, but I wasn't in it. But I was close enough to it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how I learned growing up. Mom, you know, single parent. I have a sister, you know, half sister, different dads, stuff like that. My mom's from Mississippi. They moved to Oklahoma City when they was probably like, you know, 7, 8 years old, stuff like that.
Right.
So my mom's from the SIP, and then my pops, he's from Ghana. So I'm half Ghanaian, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, always everything. Anytime you see me, you know, I'm going to have some stuff from Liberia, West Africa, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I always represent, you know, my motherland. You know what I mean? That's where I come from on that.
Right.
But, you know, he moved to Oklahoma, had me and stuff like that. They got divorced. He moved to New York when I was like 2. So I used to go out there a little bit, you know, elementary, middle school here and there. So I've come to gain some of that culture of, you know, New York City a little bit, you know, just going out there. So, you know, that's why I love the Nick jersey when you walk in, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Ewing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
as I see him scrunching up, you know, me and Marcel have good jokes about it. But even going back to that, you know, Oklahoma City Thunder, as we are the champs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I bring that up because, you know, we didn't get that team till 2007.
Yeah.
So growing up, we didn't have a team. You know, we had a minor league, I guess, Oklahoma City Cavalry, which I was like selling programs up there, handing them out.
CBA, that was CBA,
yeah, CBA.
Right? Yeah,
I said minor league. I didn't. I was trying to figure out like, was it minor league? But you know, CBA. But I was handing out programs there and stuff like that. Big basketball fan. You know what I'm saying? After school, walk to the courts, man. Play all day, man, till your feet tired. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go when you're young like that. Back when kids was outside a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
We still had PlayStation and Sega Genesis and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we was still outside first.
What a different type of grass was like.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting grass stains on your new jeans. Getting a whooping from your mom.
By screen time now, you know what I'm
you
saying?
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing out in the school jeans, didn't get a whooping because you had a grass stain playing flag football.
Right.
But you know what I mean? But I bring that up because we didn't have a team back then. So we had, what was it, WGN? They used to play the Bulls games all the time. Everybody was Jordan fan. You know, everybody go left, I go right. So I picked up the New York Knicks and stuff like that, man.
Right.
From going and seeing my pop stuff like, you know, so I was rocking with the Knicks, man, stuff like that. But that's where that come from. We'll
Ewing?
Huh?
Ewing,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Starks.
Oakley, Starks, Mason.
Right,
you know how we get down. Come on, man.
John Starks was from Oklahoma. Shout out to John Starks.
Yeah.
John Starks actually graduated from the high school that I teach at.
Yeah.
That's
So
high school, yeah. So shout out to John Starks.
Yeah, so that's, you know, that's a little bit of the, you know, basketball. But like I said, I love sports. As far as Midwest City, some known people that went to Midwest City High School, Matt Kemp.
Okay.
Major League Baseball. Did he just retire maybe out from the Dodgers?
He played for the Dodgers, yeah.
Yep.
Or he's, okay. And then Sheldon Williams. No, he was probably 3 years.
Oh, with Duke.
Yeah.
All right.
Senior out of Duke. Yeah, he's probably 3 years under me, maybe. So, yeah. Well, actually, him and Matt Kemp were like 3 years under me. So, yeah, those are some notable NBA and, you know, MLB stars from Midwest City.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Grew up. So, you know, we got some history there. But, yeah, just growing up, man, young child, just being out, man, just, you know, trying to stay out of trouble, man. You know, mom's worked 2-3 jobs trying to take care of us, you know, so I adapted that hard-working mentality through her.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? The grind and the hustle, you know what I'm saying? She made sure we had what we need to have. And, you know, things like that. So I am a father as well. I have one son. You know, I'm not married, but, you know, single parent father, stuff like that. So, like I said, I probably adapted that
to the active fathers.
Yeah,
shout out to the active fathers. Yeah.
For real. Yeah. So, man, you know, I always made sure I had a job, you know, I just kind of took life a little bit more serious once I had a son, you know what I mean? Or just once I had a child, period. You know, so I think I was already kind of like, you know, I wasn't, like I said, I was close to a lot of things. I just didn't indulge, but that just kind of took to another level, just not to be around certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a little bit about me, man. Love sports, love music. Been in the music game for a long time, man. Oklahoma City scene, been out there holding it down for, you know, over a decade.
You that guy.
You know what I mean? Out in OKC. You know, I brought a lot of underground artists out there, opened up for some guys. You know.
Who you got records with, Smooth?
Sky Zoo, you know what I'm saying? MC8, You know what I mean?
All right.
Graph. So, I've been, doing my thing for a while, man. And yeah, man. Like some
you
of
a
those
producer?
no.
Oh, you rap?
No, I rap, man.
Okay,
MC, man.
Right.
Move the crowd,
Said
brother.
nigga, I'm on
You
the
know
show
what I'm saying?
tonight, ain't I?
You see that? That he's not playing with.
Yeah, for sure, man. Move the crowd, man. So, yeah. And then also, man, as you guys see this on here, Boom Bap Wednesdays, I've been running this for 3 years straight. I host a show at a hookah lounge.
Okay.
Also a cannabis bar. I've been doing this 3 years
Speaking
straight.
my language.
There you
Talk
go.
about it.
So the 4th Wednesday of the month, I host a hip hop show. We have like 4 or 5 artists on the bill. I do like a Q&A after each performance. And then we do a live cypher at the end of the night. Pass the mic, anybody in the building can get down on that. So that's been running strong for about 3 years. And in October, we do a breast cancer awareness one where we have all female MCs on there. We raise money for breast cancer stuff, or, even just donations, whether it be wigs or just little things like that, personal items that can help breast cancer person going through breast cancer. Because, like Marcel says, women are big in the hip hop culture. So we always want to celebrate that, But yeah, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I'm an MC first. And, I do my thing, for sure.
Okay, we got a little bit of background on y'all.
Yeah.
So let's talk about last night. I feel like y'all just did the Replay Lounge in Lawrence, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that go? Let's get a little recap.
It went well, man. We got I left straight from work, man. Like we literally pulled up to my house at the exact same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Boom, picked us up. We hopped in the rental. We got on the highway, get to the venue, find a parking spot, we chill. They was doing like a rock show right before us on the small side. They clear out, we set up or what have you. We actually ran on time for the most part.
Yeah, we did.
Before we get into that, what'd you eat in Kansas?
So all right, man, I didn't. That was a problem. I didn't eat until after the show. So so
disappointed.
Taco John's didn't eat in Kansas.
Wait. I ate later, but I take medication. It's like an appetite suppressant. Okay. So like I didn't eat lunch when I was at school, and then I didn't eat when it was time for us to go. So I didn't eat till probably about midnight. Well, after midnight, probably about 1:30.
Yeah, it might have been after midnight.
It was about 1:30, but I went to Fat Shack.
Right across. I ain't familiar with that.
The Fat Shack, it's like a little late night, like
a burger joint or something.
Burger, wings, Phillies.
It's like
a sandwich, bro. Listen, bro. You can legit get like a Philly cheesesteak with like fries on the cheesesteak. Fries, chicken fingers, and macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, that's some.
So Fat Shack,
that's some munchy shit.
I was like dancing in my seat.
It's like half a block. It's like half a block from
It's like, that.
So yeah,
it's what 30 seconds walk across the street from Replay Lounge.
So Grenada is the Grenada, like the big venue.
Yep.
It's like 2 stores down before you get to the Grenada.
Okay,
so it's like a real short walk. It's a real short walk.
I must find this.
Yeah. But it'll stay open late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I made the mistake of not eating before I performed. And I was like, for me, I was like cramping up because I hadn't really eaten nothing all day or whatever.
Right.
Because like I have an appetite suppressor, so it's kind of like, damn, like I ain't eat nothing. But like some little butter cookies when we was in the car or whatever. But so I'm gonna be honest with you. They kicked my ass last night, man. He went crazy. Like
okay, don't say the secret though.
But I ain't gonna say the secret. I ain't gonna say the secret.
You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that.
Smooth is like a veteran's veteran, when a professional's professional. And so he knows, he has a style of his own, and he knows how to control the crowd to get the energy right.
Right.
And so he's like, I'm not saying he is but he was the perfect opener. He got the crowd right, perfect. He's over in the corner. Big shout out to DJ Cut Lee. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my 2 DJs. He's over in the corner. Literally one of the biggest, quickest rising DJs in the state of Oklahoma. He's mentored by Rob Swift, and he's literally going to Japan and all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, as a DJ. And so, like, the crowd is right. The table is set perfectly.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he got the crowd right. Smooth sets it up. Then my man Kadesh Flow, who came up with Kansas City, he's real big into anime and kind of like the nerdcore stuff. So he's rapping. He's incredible raps, inspired by anime. He sings, he raps, and the motherfucker plays trombone.
Can't be
crazy.
If you look on my Facebook, on my Instagram, so he'll be rapping and snapping and singing. He'll fucking put up a trombone, boom, and then motherfucking Approach is the OG's OG. He's like he's that guy for the whole state of Kansas. Like he's the one who really did it. You know what I'm saying? Approach has some of the only person that I've seen that I've shared a stage with who has more MC tricks than Approach is KRS-One. Approach has these MC tricks in his bag. I was telling him earlier, the first time I did the show with Approach. So like he's in the crowd. So he's like, you know, his late 40s, right? So like, you know, so he can survey, if he's losing the crowd's thing, he'll literally put the mic in his back pocket and he'll walk into the crowd and start freestyling. And one time, it was the first time I ever saw him. I'm like, what is he doing? And so it was drunk people by the bar, it was white women, they was arguing and whatever. And she was like, you're a fucking bitch. Mm-hmm. So while he's during his set, so he walks over to the bar. He was like, yo, excuse me, miss, don't call her a bitch. I'm trying to rock right now. Can I get on the mic and kick? He implemented their argument, cussing each other into his freestyle without missing the beat.
Next level shit.
Jedi shit. And I got to go behind these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it's late. It's like past midnight at this point. He done killed the shit. This nigga done played trombone. This nigga approached trombone. You know what I'm saying? This nigga approached him with the fucking crowd, and I got to do my thing. And I ain't ate all fucking day. But it was cool. It was cool. I have no problem if the show was good. I can admit I was the headliner. I had the smallest part of the crowd, but that's because they did a damn good job.
Right.
It wasn't because ain't nobody promoted. It wasn't because there was no funny shit, no weird shit. It was just fucking good. It was good. Hell, I would have left too after the Approach. Because like, he killed that shit.
He had to be the headliner.
And Approach is the OG. This is his city. I'm going to tap in. What type of person, bro? If I fuck with you once and it's good energy, I'm going to fuck with you forever until you give me a reason not to. Or to, whatever. That's how you maintain relationships or whatever. So if an OG kicked my ass, I ain't mad.
Right.
He did his thing. He gave me the best possible performance he possibly could. So now I got to go up and I'm cramping, I'm hungry, I got whatever. But it was a great fucking time. It was a great time. So they always, like I said, Replay Lounge, they always show love. The sound man is cool. The staff is cool.
Shout out Replay Lounge.
You know what I'm saying? Like big shout out to them. Like I've literally played there like, the first time I played there was like December of 2020, and I've been there like 13 times ever since. So yeah, big shout out to, you know, I do, my event is called Culture Over Everything LFK. And so just, you know, representing for Lawrence fucking Kansas, you know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Replay. But yeah, man, the show was cool last night. We had a good time. You know what I'm saying? I was so hungry. I'm waiting for them to settle up with the bread. I said, fuck, I got me something to eat. I went on the app for Fat Shack. They had like a little $5 off coupon or whatever. Boom. I had me like the little chicken sandwich and fries with little 4 chicken tenders or whatever. It shook me back because it was getting, I was like, hold on, I'm powering down. You know, how you playing the goddamn game, your meter go down, you playing like Streets of Raiders and shit, and you see the power up turkey or some shit. That's how it was. I needed that shit, bro, because I was powering down. I was about to be game over, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but it was a really good show, bro.
That was nice.
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
That's my son's favorite game. My son played this shit all the time. My son let him scroll the beat 'em up games or whatever, so. That's all I could think about. They had you in the middle of fight, niggas trying to stab you. There's a goddamn turkey over there. You eat the goddamn turkey, you shake it back.
Said Smooth, man. What's your thoughts on the show at the Replay Lounge?
Man, he said it. He hit the nail on the head, bro. Had a great time. The crowd was fun. Like you said, they're always cool. That was my second time out there. I think I went out there for the first time. Probably was it about 2 or 3 years ago?
Is it 22, 23?
Yeah, about 3 years ago, man. So, you know, they always show love, man. You know, I'm a guy, I feed off energy. You know what I mean? I love, you know, seeing what type of energy the crowd has. So I had a great time, man. Everybody. And he still kicked ass. I mean, don't get it twisted. Even though even though, like, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have the biggest amount of the people there, he still kicked ass. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? He still did his thing, man. So
I had fun.
You know what I mean? So no, overall it was a great show.
And the amount of crowd doesn't determine.
It really don't. That's why I said what I said.
Right.
That's why I said what I said. You know what I mean? Because not to cut you off, but that's why I said what I said, because he still did his job, man. So yeah, the show had a great time.
That's what's up.
Okay, so being a touring artist, both of y'all being touring artists, you know, what's the most difficult aspect and the most rewarding thing from doing that?
Difficult. I think the only thing that's really been difficult, because I love it. I love the struggle. I love it. I want all that shit. I want it. I'm you gotta be crazy at this point. I'm 42 years old, bro. For me to get up my bed and stop watching Country Wayne and, you know, take my bonnet off my dreads and go do some shit.
Right.
Like I love this shit. I think the only thing that kind of gives me anxiety now is, so the summer of 2000, so it really only started happening when I started touring outside of the South. Yeah. The summer 2022, I did too many shows back to back, and I did permanent damage to my voice. So like I cut my teeth as an MC in South Louisiana was extremely humid. The air is humid. When I first started doing shows in like, Kansas, Missouri, and landlocked states where I'm not getting no type of oceanic humidity coming in or whatever, I noticed that my voice started going out. So the first time my voice kind of really, really went out when I couldn't do nothing about it, it was 2019. I was in Kansas City. I did a show in Lincoln and Omaha, and I had a show in Kansas City, and my voice was totally cooked. I got up there, I tried to rap, couldn't do it. I had to call my show. Y'all don't rap over vocals. Y'all, we ain't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I will not rap before that shit happened. So that was the first time it happened. When my voice went out. The next week, the next month, I'm terrified about like what I'm gonna do, because like I had like my first like probably my first time I called it a tour, but I was actually doing something very similar. But I had like 12 shows in 14 days and like 8 different states, like back to back to back or whatever. And I was terrified, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, my voice gonna go out. But it didn't, because I listened to all my OGs. But then again, I'm in the South, right? Fast forward, I moved here. 2022, I'm doing the Black Outside tour. I had did 5 days in New England. I had did 2 days. And so I flew to New England. I did 5 days out there. I did 2 weekends and 2 days in Oakland and San Francisco. And now I got 8 days in the Midwest, and I'm driving by myself. So I drive from Tulsa to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I do Indiana, then I go from Indiana to Ann Arbor, Michigan, from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, then I go to Chicago. And Chicago, so they used to have this event called 606 Tuesdays. And before it shut down, it was the longest run hip hop open mic in the world. Like 25 years straight.
Crazy.
They only took a year off before the pandemic or whatever. But like every Tuesday, right? And it's historic. Like you might pull, it was at the spot called Sub T's. You might walk up in Sub T's on a random night. You might see Common there. You might see Lupe there. You might see Sky Zoo there. You might see Fillmore Green there. You might see Large Professor. So it's like hollow ground, right? So every time I go there, I'm going crazy. Chi-Town, you know what I'm saying? And like
country boys.
I listen, bro. I love small markets or whatever. But you're right. The country boy in me, when I go to a big city, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I mean? And then them niggas can fucking rap. It ain't nobody bullshitting in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do it. I go crazy. It's on my Facebook. Well, it's on my IG. Well, not no more. My IG got hacked. But I got the video somewhere. But I go crazy, right? Blow my shit out. The next night, I got a show in now mind you, I'm driving everything by myself. So I'm not sleeping like I should be or whatever. I'm not really getting no type of rest or whatever. And I realize that's the most important thing. You know, you got to make sure you get your proper rest or whatever. And some nights I'm sleeping on couches. I'm trying to save money. So I'm not really sleeping as good as I should sleep or whatever. So so the next day I go to East Moline, Illinois. East Moline, Illinois. Shout out to my man True Soul, you know what I'm saying? He lives in Davenport, Iowa, but you know, they got the Quad Cities, you know what I'm saying? And so I do the show at East Moline, and I feel so bad because like they don't get hip hop there like talking about. So like the East Moline City of Commerce was excited that a touring artist is coming here, boom, 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 boom. Bro, when I say my voice was so fucking cooked, I get up there, dog, and goddamn, I can't get nothing out, bro. Like, bro, it was so bad that I was like, keep y'all money. I was supposed to stay they got me a place to stay, want to give me some money. I said, keep y'all money. I'm so embarrassed. I'm not even gonna goddamn, I don't want your money, nothing. Like, I left. And so I think like now, you know, sometimes people don't come to the fucking show. That just is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cap y'all like every single show is Lollapalooza, Rock and Rollin' Loud packed, because it's not.
Right.
I'm not playing where the Hawkeyes play at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Yeah.
I play small rooms. Sometimes it might be 5, sometimes it might be 500, sometimes it might be 2, but sometimes it might be 200, right? So small turnouts is what it is. Sometimes the business is bad. It just is what it is, right? But for me as a performer, like I take live performances like the most important thing in the world to me, because it's when I get opportunity to like express myself, touch people, and like being a history major and history teacher, I understand the power in the African tongue, and like what we do as hip hop is it's a Black African oral tradition in which this is how we tell our truth and this is how we communicate to get free. And so that's why I take like performance so seriously and like the vocal instrument so seriously. So all that to say, my voice went out, and then I do all these different things. Like that's the only, like I'm a big, y'all can see on camera, I'm a big guy. I don't never run out of breath on stage.
Right.
Cause I train, I go work out for this shit, right? I'm saying like, I don't really smoke. I might drink after the last show on the run, but I try to make sure that my body's always ready to give the best performance possible. But the only thing I worry about is my voice. And that gives me the most anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Understand.
And it's cold up here and we in the Midwest. So I've been covering up. I got my coconut water. I got my those special cough drops or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, damn, I don't know what this Iowa weather gonna do to me or whatever, but it is what it is. I'm gonna come do my thing. It's only one show tonight. If I blow it out tonight, it's cool. I don't want to teach some niggas on Monday, no way. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's the only thing that gives me the most anxiety. The most rewarding thing, man, is just like the most rewarding thing, believe it or not, is coming home.
That's understandable.
And I say, of course, coming back home, seeing my wife, seeing my kids. I got teenagers now, so they know exactly what I'm doing. They following me or whatever. But the most rewarding thing is doing that shit. It feels good to like I don't got no manager, I ain't got no booking agent. Since I've been in Tulsa, I've just now been getting like grants to put towards my music. Not like 95% of whatever I've ever done has come out of my own pocket.
Hell yeah.
Since I've been in Tulsa, this is the first time I have a team. I've always, because I was the only, let me not say the only, I was one of the extremely few underground conscious rappers from Baton Rouge, and nobody saw the vision. They saw the work, but nobody understood why is he doing this? Like, how is he doing this? So I would go by myself every fucking where. Now I got 2 DJs and I got people like El Smooth who gets on the road with us when he can, when he's not busy doing shit in Oklahoma City. But I've never really had a team before, you know what I'm saying? But I love the fact of just me sitting by myself. I want to go on this tour. What do I want to go to? I want to talk to him. Looking at the map, see where I want to go. I'm booking all the hotels. I'm tapping it with the other artists and blah, 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 blah. I'm making sure the merch is done. And then when I get on that flight, going back home, I'm saying my last prayer to make sure the goddamn plane don't crash. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm saying my last prayer in the car to make sure I don't run out of gas or the goddamn engine set on fire. I feel relief. And so when I pull back home, it's like, nigga, I did that shit. Man. I did it. And I did it my way.
Right.
I ain't do it. I ain't got to goddamn rap about shooting nobody. Mm-hmm. I ain't got to call no woman, no bitches, no hoes. I ain't got to glorify dope. I'm an underground conscious rapper who was a Pan-African black Marxist leftist who wears polo and goes to strip clubs. That's what I'm saying. Man. Black fists and gang signs. I did it my way. No club bangers, no major goddamn cosigns, no viral content or what have you. Just me doing it what the fuck I wanted to do.
Shit is inspiring.
And knowing that I completed that shit. And knowing that I completed that shit and getting back home and my kids say, Dad, how was your tour? And I get to tell them, you know what I'm saying? So like that's the most rewarding part. Like, of course, like I've gotten to play with this summer, you know what I'm saying? I got to rock with, but right before the last time I saw him, we were opening up for Blueprint.
Oh yeah.
In Oklahoma City, you know what I'm saying? I got records with Rex and 2 records with Cunnilingus, and I got to Slum Village. You know, I got to co-headline a festival with Nappy Roots, you know what I'm saying? So those things are great. Like I interviewed Cesar Comanche from the Justice League yesterday for my class. So like those type of things are great, you know what I'm saying? And me getting to meet my childhood heroes and people I look up to. But the most important part is coming back home, knowing that I did that shit. And I did it my way, and I sleep very well at night. Knowing that I ain't do nothing I did not want to do. Sometimes, nigga might try to play you on the bread. You got to handle that type of shit or whatever. But that's what comes with the game.
Yes, sir.
That's what comes with the game, right? That's what, when you're dealing with business, sometimes people don't be on the up and up, or they, you never know what a nigga going through. Nigga might need to pay the extra bill, so the $350 supposed to give you might look like $275, right? But it unfortunately is part of it. It's part of the game. Right. So I don't really trip off of that. Of course, I want to make sure shit is taken care of, but like the money don't really move. Well, of course, this is my other job. So I'm about to take care of my business, but like it's about the accomplishment and knowing that you did it your way and made sure that you was able to like express yourself and say the things you needed to say and come home and, you know what I'm saying, see your wife and kids.
Smooth, man. What do you find difficult about touring, man, and what's most rewarding for you?
So I would say for myself, probably like booking, you know what I mean? Like being from a small market and not like having a huge name. I'll look online, I'll reach out to people, I'll DM people in a minute. Hey, I see so-and-so out there and, in Wichita Falls or Austin, Texas. Hey, let's do a show swap. I do a lot of show swaps with people. Or I bring artists as well. So when you try to book yourself, you know what I mean? You don't know who this other person is. So, hey, I got you. And then you may not hear back from them. And then, all that type of little, I'm not, weird stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that can be kind of challenging. When you're trying to do something, you setting something up for yourself. Because, you know, I don't have a booking agent. I book all my shows. You know what I'm saying? Or I might, hey, Marcel, what you got? Boom, boom, or whatever. Or just other little partners, you know, all over the country or whatever. But when you're trying to book and you're reaching out to somebody new or just, you know, in a new market or just whatever, or just people just trying to be consistent with people. Because I'm solid. I'm solid as they come, bro. That's something that can be tough. You don't, you know, okay, this guy he ain't with No Limit. He ain't with Rockefeller. Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? When you get a message, they don't know who the hell you are. So you got to prove yourself. But it's like, if you on the same page or same frequency, let's build. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. So I think that can be, for me, you know, just, you know, that can probably be the most challenging. I mean, I do pretty well for the most part, but, you know, sometimes that can be annoying when you have your mind set on something that you're trying to do in a certain time frame. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Right.
Absolutely.
But the most rewarding, I mean, man, this hip hop is therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There you go.
It's, you know, like you said, yeah, I want to get paid. I get paid. Sometimes I don't, sometimes. But the payment is the people, you know, the energy you get from the people for me. It's the post, hey, man, I met this dude, El Smooth. He's dope. That's a payment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's payment isn't always monetary. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just being out there amongst the people, man, building with people, you know what I'm saying? Just getting in different markets, man. And like you said, getting home. And like he said, hey, I did it my way. This is, you know, not the traditional way of doing it. You know, we don't have to conform to do it a certain type of person's way. You have a goal you want to do, you set out to achieve that goal and you achieve it. So, yeah, it's just rewarding just, you know, seeing the plan through and it going through the way that you've seen it, but sometimes even better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, damn, that's you know, that's even better. You know what I mean? It worked out. I mean, I think that happened like on certain shows I've done, like, damn, this has actually went better than I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty rewarding, man. And just being able to, I mean, even growing up in my, you know, like I said, coming from Oklahoma City, you know, we don't really have any mainstream artists when I was coming up. Really not even now, to be honest, but, you know, and it's no shade to nobody, but like, you know, we don't have T.I., we don't have Nelly, or we don't have whoever the hell. So really growing up, I didn't really think that nobody was really rapping in the city. I was kind of sheltered a little bit, you know, through moms or whatever, but like, it was like, okay, I don't need to be rapping because ain't nobody else doing it. You know what I mean? Like you got you got Outkast, you got, you know, Scarface. Like, what do we need to be rapping for? Because it seems so far away. Being in Oklahoma City, watching Rap City, MTV Jams, whatever. They're like, damn, MTV Jam. Yeah, I'm dating myself. I'm 87, but it seems so far away being from Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I didn't really think, you know, that I needed to be doing it, but it just came organic. I was doing it anyway.
Right.
And then when I ran across people that were doing it here that I didn't know were doing it, it just came into, oh, damn, okay, it's somebody with an actually studio. It's somebody that's actually got CDs pressed up, or somebody actually doing shows, you know, because I didn't know that till late. I kind of got in the game late as far as in the local scene. You know what I mean? I forgot where I was going with it. But like I said, it's rewarding to be able to do that. And then, you know, people from your city respect what you're doing too.
Right.
Because not a lot of people are doing it, you know, on the scale that you may be doing it. So, you know, that's part of the
I want
part.
to say two things about Smooth that I want to speak to when it comes to working hard. Smooth is an old school hustler. Smooth gonna press up flyers. He's gonna press up posters. We literally stopped at Walgreens. Before we can get to Walgreens, he done passed out 3 or 4 flyers to people in the parking lot. We get inside. He see 2 ladies in a Whataburger uniform. I'm trying to get coconut water. He's over here with his QR codes, having them pull up his music on their phone.
Yeah.
I leave. There's a El Smooth flyer on the register when I leave, right? We get somewhere. I'm at my merch table. He's going through the crowd passing out flyers. He's walking to different shops. He see anybody, old school hustler. He goes to a business. He's leaving a poster there, right?
Yeah.
So when I say hustler, a hustler's hustler,
Sure.
he's a hustler. Number 2, when I say the most literally top 3 most solid people I've ever met in hip hop.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna tell you how we met. I'm a teacher and I'm a country nigga, so I like to talk. So if I'm going too long, just say, hey, Marcel, wrap it up. Please.
Sure.
I like to give context, right?
Already.
That's what happens when you're a
I
history
appreciate
teacher.
that, man. Thanks.
It's the late 2000s, and I'm buzzing in Baton Rouge. I want to say in the year 2019, I performed in like 32 different states, not shows, different states, right?
Right.
The festivals, the touring, I'm at my, you know what I'm saying, peak for the time or whatever. And I could not get a show in Oklahoma. I was born in Oklahoma, but I was still living in Louisiana. I'm literally sending artists from Baton Rouge to do shows in Oklahoma, and they only know about Oklahoma hip hop is because they OGs from Oklahoma, right?
Right.
So I felt the way about the shit. I was like, hold up, man. I think, and so there was somebody with a lot of pull in Oklahoma who at the time we had like a little Cold War, I want to say. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, well, maybe this dude is like kind of gatekeeping me. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. And so I made a post about like, man, I'm from here. I do all this other type of shit. I literally been to XYZ, woo, 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 woo. Like 1 year I took like 15 round trip flights to do rap, working full time as a touring artist. And I cannot get a show in the state that I live in, right? And so I made the post, and the post, I don't know, at this time, I didn't even know I had that many Facebook friends in Oklahoma, but it kind of moved around. And so now it was a whole bunch of people that I really didn't know that well hopping on this post, right? And so out of all this type of stuff, I get a message from Lamar Mensah that says, hey, yo, bro, I saw you post. If you want to come do in Oklahoma City, I got you. Just Oklahoma City, I got you. Didn't know him. Never met him before. Didn't really have any mutual friends like that. But somehow the post got to his algorithm. He hit me up, sight unseen. I don't know if he was familiar. I don't really know how the fuck he knew about me before that. He hit me up.
I didn't.
he didn't or whatever. But the post went, I was just venting, and I saw the, Facebook memories or whatever. So I go look at this shit every single day, and I saw the post again. I'm like, damn, this shit had like 70 comments. Right? I didn't think nobody was listening, but it made its rounds around Oklahoma algorithms. And so he hit me up, sight unseen, never met each other. We got on the phone, chopped it up. I saw he was a good dude. And January 4th, so I was 18 or whatever. So January 4th, 2019.
It's my birthday.
Really?
Damn.
It was a great day. Great day. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He brought me to Oklahoma City, and we've been locked in ever since. And when I say he's one of the maybe 2 or 3 people that I've met in my 20 plus years of doing this, that if he says he's gonna do it, it's gonna get done.
For sure.
I ain't got to worry about it. If we putting in half on the show, if I say, hey, I'm coming, we talk about this Boom Bap Wednesdays. Yeah. I have a standing appointment the last week of July for me to be the feature on Boom Bap Wednesdays. Right. Because that's like the last kind of school night I could do before school starts. Right. It's at the end of July. It's a standing appointment. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But I already know the money's gonna be the money. You gonna put it in my hands. If I say Smooth, full disclosure. So we did the show at Blueprint. I offered I offered to pay half on the Blueprint show. My bread was fucked up. I couldn't do it, and I felt so bad that I couldn't hold up my end of the bargain with somebody who's been so solid with me. I said, well, bro, let me pay you back. I got a show in Kansas. I got a show in Iowa. Let me beat in my repayment. I had to do that for him. And he might be one of the few people I would have done it before, because I know every single time, if I say I need to get something done, he's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And like that level of consistency and hard work, and then just being a good guy and a dope ass artist or whatever. That's the reason why he's here.
That's hard.
Now you didn't ask for me. You said I want you on the podcast. I said I gotta get my dog on.
I appreciate that, bro, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is an incredible individual, and I know I'm headlining whatever, but this is my guy.
Yeah, I appreciate
like Boom Bap Wednesdays. Like when people say I want to do a show Oklahoma, if you say y'all want to come to Tulsa, I'm like, nope, go to him.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to come to Tulsa.
For sure, yeah. We got you.
We want to come to Tulsa.
He's going to get you straight. He's going to get you straight. For any listeners in Iowa, in this area, you know what I'm saying? If you try to branch out or whatever, don't call me for Tulsa, because I can't help you like that. Because I'm new to the scene and whatever, and I'm going through trying to build my shit. But to consistently do a hip hop show at a hookah lounge, for 3 years straight post pandemic, that's work.
Yeah.
And only a motherfucker like this can get that shit done.
We've been getting down for a minute, man. So I appreciate the kind words, bro, and the energy.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
That's love.
That's my guy.
For sure.
So I feel like we got to talk Red Rove. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of people I wouldn't say a lot of people, but there's some people in Des Moines, that are familiar with that. You know what I'm saying?
He said really.
I shared a couple posts of your posts on Facebook, and it made its rounds in the Des Moines algorithm. A few MCs wasn't feeling that. So I want to, what is Red Rove? I know what it means. You know what I'm saying? How did that come about? And you know what I'm saying? I know you got merch and everything. Let's get all into it.
You know what's funny about it? It's like, so Red Rove is, oh man, I have so much to say and not enough to say it all. All right,
Yeah,
so
we almost crunched for time too. So
okay, all right, cool. Thank you. I appreciate you. Trying to be brief with this. So so like I said, coming from the church, coming from a history of live performers, I believe that your voice is an instrument, right? And so I would, to me, church performances are the best performances. You know what I'm saying? Extemporaneous off the top of the dome. People are doing like ad-libbing. It's just, your voice is what makes it dope. So when I approach rap from that standpoint and start going to shows, and I didn't like when people rap on vocals, it don't sound, to me, this doesn't sound good, right?
That's what Red Rove means.
So I got you. I'm building into it. I'm building into it, right? I'm building into it. You gotta let me cook a little bit. I got you.
So let's kill it.
So I've always been talking about don't rap over vocals, stop rapping over vocals. I'm not the first person to say that. I was going to say that.
Absolutely not.
I'm not the first person to say that.
Not.
But I want to say around 2017, 18, I talked about it so much that people knew me for that shit. So what happened was, it was July of 2018. I was touring really heavy. 1 week I was in Oakland. The next week I was in Ohio. And everywhere I went, people was like, "You're that guy who keeps saying don't rap over vocals," right? I had never rapped in Oakland before. I never rapped in Ohio before. When I got there, that's what people knew me for. Boom. July 25th, one day I just felt like trolling. I went on like a long Facebook rant talking about people rapping over vocals, and that shit went viral. I said, you know what? Okay, cool. Fast forward. It comes to, so where we get Red Road from was March or April of 2019. I did a festival in Charlottesville, Virginia. I had 2 shows before that. I had one show in Greensburg, North Carolina. Then I had Roanoke, North Carolina. And then I did Charlottesville. Well, every single time I fly into RDU, they lose my bag. So they lost my merch. So for me, I don't believe in even walking into a building to rap if I ain't got no fucking merch. It's a waste of fucking time. I got to slang the merch. This nigga got a Walmart with him. He got candles and everything, right?
Watch out now, boy.
You gonna see tonight.
I got a little bit, man.
He got he got more goddamn merch than we got fucking speakers and equipment in the car. He got so much fucking merch.
Man,
he really do, sir.
You got to put your brand out there, bro.
You got to
put your name out there, bro.
I got T-shirts and CDs. This dude got all type of shit, right?
So a little bit of this.
So I do my first show in Greensboro. I ain't got no merch. My bags was in St. Louis, right? And so I said, I can't go 2 nights in a row without no merch. That's how I made my extra money. And so we go to the mall in Roanoke, and my guy, my DJ at the time, DJ Illadope, shout out to Illadope. He was like, well, look, bro, what I used to do is, if I didn't have my merch with me, we would just go find like a place in the middle of the mall and print some T-shirts up. I like, damn, what should you do? I already got like Cry Freedom shirts. I'm gonna get them back. What should I do? He was like, you should make a shirt to say stop rapping over vocals. I was like, nah, people have said that before. And I was like, you should say real MCs don't rap over vocals on the shirts. So that's how they came up.
Bam, 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 bam.
That's how they came up. And so that's where I got the name from, my man.
Right on time.
So that's how I came up, right? And so that night I do a show in Roanoke. I print up like 20 shirts. I sell 15 of them. I said,
hello.
Okay. I do the show. And so by this time, so after we go to Roanoke, we go to Richmond, I get my bags back. And so now I have my full merch set up. I got 5 Red Rope shirts left. I'm not even calling it Red Rope at this point, right? But we got 5 shirts left. I got my full merch run. Everybody buys the Red Rope t-shirts, and they're not buying the other shit. I said, boom. So fast forward to July, I get a sponsorship for my girl Backseat Brianna out in Oakland, or San Francisco rather. And I know I'm about to do my album tour in October. So I didn't want to call everything a tour. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something different. The month of July, since I went on this crazy rant about rapping over vocals, the month of July is going to be International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Month, now known as Red Rope Month or whatever. The international holiday is July 25th. Just because I made the shit up, and niggas actually went with the shit. It's what's so crazy about it, right? Whatever. And I'm going to call this tour. It was like I had like, it was 14 different states in like 7 weeks, pretty much all of August and all of July and August. And I'm going to call this the Real MCs Don't Rap Over Vocals campaign. And like I did like a PSA and everything on YouTube, and it went viral. You know what I'm saying? A PSA on YouTube saying like, this is here, we're going to end over vocals. I'm being silly about it, right? But people, like when I say this shit is like a bat signal. To this day, somebody rap over vocals, it's probably right now, nigga tagging me right now. Somebody rap over vocals. So it just kind of went, it kind of became something that I became known for. You know what I'm saying? And it has, and for me, at the end of the day, like I'm a career conscious hip hop artist, but I stand on culture. And for me, at the end of the day, it's all about us being better artists, better performance, right? Like being as good as or better than you are on stage than you are recorded. It's a lot. I know a lot of incredible MCs who can make great records that are catchy, that are bops. You listen to it on your headphones in your car, but they get on stage and they fucking suck, and they do themselves a disservice. Like, why not work hard enough to be the best you could possibly be at all points? I can tell you right now, I'm here because of my live performance. I work hard, and God bless me, whatever, but my live performance is what keeps me busy. This nigga, even if from that YouTube video, they had I don't remember how many, I don't even know how many plays it got now. It came out July 2019. I've got so many shows, so many opportunities. Literally is like that. Literally people would be like, that's the leader of the railroad movement. Niggas here rapping over vocals. We need to bring him here. All right. Plane ticket, check. Hotel, check. Right. And so like me standing on culture, and there's a lot of people who don't like this shit. I don't care. I don't care. Because we don't do the same thing. In the words of Pusha T, I like niggas who rap. You don't rap. We don't do the same thing. I'm not gonna argue with you. Like Kyrie Irving is not gonna argue with a nigga who double dribble every time he get the ball. Steph Curry is not gonna argue with a nigga who can't fucking hit a 3-pointer.
I hear you.
We don't do the same thing. So you can feel how you want to feel. I don't really care about that. So the last thing I'm gonna say about it is, I too was influenced by street shit. I'm a black radical, and I literally throw gang signs at black fists when I rap. You understand what I'm saying? But I lead with so much love that I'll never have a problem. 98% of the problems with niggas with me is because it's about the railroad shit. You would think I'm a fucking serial killer.
I hear you.
I don't rap about selling drugs or shooting black people or calling women out their name. My shit is about black empowerment and black positivity. Niggas will get up on stage and rap about selling crack to single mothers.
Oh, yeah.
And blicking up they fucking grandmother's niece. And fucking, you have niggas who are convicted drug dealers, criminals. It's niggas who are sex offenders who be getting on these fucking microphones. They beat they fucking kids. And when somebody hears a nigga rapping about shooting a motherfucker, nobody's like, that's divisive. But let me say, real MCs to rap over vocals. Oh, you just I'm serious. It's literally, I ain't gonna say no names. It's literally rappers in Oklahoma City that their set name is a part of their rap name. The set that they bang. I ain't talking about claiming. The set that they're an active gang member in is a part of their name. But nobody says, and so they're from this particular set. Are you gonna say, we're not gonna book this person because there might be another gang in the crowd? No. But I've literally been taken off of bills before. So I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let it go. Before I lived here, I was trying to get some shows booked in Arkansas, right? Dude was a big fan of my shit. Dude he was a DJ. He played my shit on the radio. He was really fucking with me. Boom. He paid me to do a show in Arkansas. Pandemic hit. I didn't do it. Boom. I said, you want your money back? He said, nah, don't even trip about it. Just put it in the hole. We'll come out again. I've already paid you. Okay, cool. Fast forward, I moved to Tulsa. I'm closer now. I was 10 hours away. Now I'm 2.5 hours away. I was like, the next time you come up, let me know I got you. Right. Boom. And so I'm asking him, he said, okay, I got you. The festival is woo, 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 woo. Boom. I see the flyer come out. I'm not on the flyer. Man, what's going on? Well, yeah, I'm gonna get back with you. He said, yeah, bro. So the way we do this festival, it's kind of like a community festival, and we have different artists on the bill. And they decided they don't want you to perform because you say real MC the rap over vocals. Now, mind you, I listen to these artists' music and they're talking about selling crack. So for me, it's like niggas are scared of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like you can't go watch KRS-One live and tell me that rapping over vocals good. You can't watch Jay-Z. You can't watch Kendrick. You can't watch Common. You can't watch. I just saw Jid on. I just posted the Jid on with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
He killed that shit.
Yeah. He was just here in Iowa.
And you telling me a local nigga who's never rapped outside of his bedroom is the expertise on not get the fuck up out of here. So like I said, we don't have the same conversation. I don't argue with over vocal rappers. Hey, over vocal rappers, listen. If you come and I'm not going to fuss at you. I think a lot of people, because I'm a big dude, and I joke about it all the time. I absolutely troll or whatever. I'm not going to fuss at you. I'm going to show you how the shit is done. I'm 42 years old. I am 450 pounds, 6'4". I'll rap for an hour straight. The only thing I might worry about is my voice going out. I'll run out of breath. But if I could do this shit off the top of my head, rapping conscious shit and have the crowd going crazy, Nigga, you can't rap 2 songs without goddamn taking a break. Cause you done smoked all your fucking lungs out. Yep. You're half drunk. You peeled out your fucking mind. It's a difference. It's a different level of performance. It's a different level of professionalism. And I'm always gonna stand on that shit. There's nothing you can convince me about. There's no reason to, like, John Henry Clark said, what'd he say? I don't argue with people who don't do the same thing. I can only teach. I only debate my equals. So you can tell me how to be a better live performer, but you can't convince me that rapping over vocals is good, because it's not. So there's nothing to talk about. If you want to learn, I can show you how to do it. I can show you the cough drops. I can show you the brand of coconut water to drink. I can show you the vocal things to do.
I love it.
But you can't, but you know what I'm saying? So we don't have, so if you are ever, it's been so many times where I rapped over vocals. No, knock on wood, goddamn. So many times that I've been to shows and rappers who did rap over vocals, they've seen me and they went and bought a Red Rope t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm never rapping over vocals again. Okay, I get it.
That's real.
I was online beefing with you, but I see you and it's different.
Yo.
To see a big nigga do this shit and get busy like I do,
yeah.
I see it. I've had niggas apologize to me before.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back of the room. Hey man, I'm sorry, dog. I didn't know you was gonna be here.
That's love.
On the other end of the spectrum,
self-check.
I've had other niggas. This is funny. I've had niggas. This happened in Tulsa. We doing a festival, and an artist, I guess he was going to rap over vocals. He's supposed to go after me before the show. Hey man, you gotta be going before or after Marcel? After. Hey man, well look, can I just do it tomorrow?
Can I do it tomorrow?
Because I don't want to go up after Marcel. But this is hip hop though.
Yeah, it is.
You a gangster, but you don't want to be hip hop? I'm for real though.
I love it.
All your music is about killing, how tough you are. But this is the thing that gets you in your feelings.
Yeah.
I digress.
Man, hey, and I agree with you, you know what I'm saying? I take the side of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like rappers, if you're a rapper and you spitting bars and you're an MC and you running in that lane, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the side of no vocals.
If you call yourself an MC, to me, an MC is like being a PhD.
Yeah.
Like that's the highest distinction for you as a vocalist if you're doing hip hop.
Yeah.
It's like, so listen, I don't expect goddamn Lil Yachty.
Yeah. Because that's not what he's.
If you ask them, they'll tell you they're not hip hop.
Yes, for sure.
I'm not a rapper. I'm a musician. I'm an artist, whatever. So I don't expect, you know what I'm saying? Well, designers actually rapping now. But you know what I'm saying? These people who I don't expect, whatever. I don't expect these type of rappers. Black. Whatever, because they're not trying to be, they're not going to tell you. But if you call yourself an MC, if you want to say, I'm doing the same, because you got to think about it, bro. Hip hop was around for damn near a decade with no recorded music. So you got 1973, you know what I'm saying, which is they consider the birth of hip hop or whatever. And then the first recorded thing to come into like 79, 80, 81. And so like you can't go listen to Grandmaster Caz tapes. He didn't record none of that shit. These were all routines that they performed, and you had to be at a park and somebody recorded that shit, but he wasn't recording that shit. So damn near the first decade of hip hop was not recorded music. The niggas who really started this shit, they were just busting. And so for me, a person, as a historian, as a person who loves the culture, I'm not even on some like, I'm not a glazer for New York City, but I do understand where this is where it started. And so with that said, there's a cultural standard that has to be held when it comes to considering what hip hop is, what MCing is. I'm not the type of person who gatekeeps that this ain't hip hop or whatever, but I do think when it comes to being an MC, one thing that we gotta keep is, it's your voice that makes you dope. Niggas, Jay-Z used to cipher, DMX used to cipher. It wasn't recorded.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like, step your fucking game up and shut the fuck up. One of the two. Or go do that over there.
I hear you.
There's several shows where every nigga on the lineup can go fucking rap over vocals. Y'all can rap over vocals until your goddamn heart's content. Leave me alone. Don't say shit to no real MCs.
Man, and to wrap this up, y'all heard him. To wrap this up, man, for people that's not familiar with your music, man, where do you recommend they start? And let me get that young autograph, my boy.
Oh, my God. And I have bad penmanship, so please don't judge me.
I ain't worried. I ain't here for that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Scratch.
I'm here for that.
So I have a lot of projects, man. I'm actually working on project number 20. It would be my 6th full album. I have so many EPs, and I have some compilation things of that nature. But I'm actually working on what I got right here. This is the Black Dilemma. I think it's my best EP to date. You know what I'm saying? Produced by my man Dilemma, who's a producer out of Tulsa. I got Rex on there from the Boston area. I was blessed with 2 verses from Deacon Developer Kind of Linguist. If you're in any type of underground hip hop shit, then you might know who these guys are. Just if I was to start someone listening to me, start with this. Start with the Black Dilemma.
There it is.
I dropped the Maroon Pack too. That was really dope. I got In Search of the Black Messiah, Cry Freedom, Trap Hop was huge, 7, Everything I Love, my most personal project or whatever. But I feel like, I'm not famous or whatever, but like, I feel like when it comes to album runs, album for album, my discography is pretty nice, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm very proud of it. You know what I'm saying? What I've been able to do with it, whatever. But streams don't pay shit. I learned this yesterday. Streams right now, Spotify pays less than the black group signed during the Jim Crow era. Like artists, you know what I'm saying, who were signed to these bullshit record deals in the goddamn 30s, 40s, you know what I'm saying, 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
So when they were so racist, they wouldn't even put a black person first on the album cover. Streams pay less than that shit.
That's crazy.
So buy these, come to the shows, buy t-shirts, buy his candles, buy his posters, buy goddamn, bro. One time I heard a nigga say that they was on tour and a dude was selling a goddamn dog bowls with his face at the bottom of it. Motherfuckers got dogs, they pets. You know what I'm saying? $25 for a dog. So you know what I'm saying? Whatever, boom. Don't get this nigga no ideas, bro. Like he gonna do it. He gonna do it for real.
You know
what I'm saying?
I'll figure something out next year.
So, but like, buy merchandise. Go to marcelpblack.bandcamp.com. 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 I say this because this is the way, if you want to support online, where artists can monetize, you benefit the most from it. And plus, that's where all my music is. So if you've ever wanted to hear anything, literally from my first project, when I was in my mid-20s until me at 42, you can find it right there.
And where they find your music at, Smooth, and we out of here.
You can find mine on Bandcamp as well. Type in L Smooth Mensah. That's capital L dash Smooth Mensah, Mensah. Just last month was my 5-year anniversary of one of my dopest projects, Rhymes Based on a Cold Story. So like each song is based off like cold weather or just a cold situation in life. Like I said, that one does have MC8 on there. We got a track called 20 Below, Sky Zoo, Mink Coat. You know what I'm saying? I got a song called Oven Door. It's a song called The Chills. So it's all cold inspired, man. We coming up late fall, winter time. This would be like the perfect time to check it out. That's Rhymes Based on a Cold Story, 5-year anniversary. I dropped it October 31st. So check that out on Bandcamp, L Smooth Mensah, man. All my stuff on there, my whole discography. I got a joint called I Know What You're Listening To This Summer. You know, I'm a wordplay type guy, you know what I mean? So that's dope. And then next year I have my 10-year anniversary of Era of an MC. That's going to be real. You know, we're going to do some crazy stuff for that. Also Nostalgic Freshness. There's a whole bunch of joints, man. I'm proud of my catalog as well too, sir.
Hey, it's cold.
You know what I'm saying? But
which one got pillowcases on it?
That's Era of an MC. Oh yeah, we might do that.
A box.
So we got some joints, man. But like I said, L Smooth Mensah on Bandcamp, and man, hey, IG, Instagram, hit me up, man. Facebook, all that, inbox me. I'll send you links, whatever.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Man, and that's going to wrap us up, man, for GFG TV. This your boy, Bigg Ray West, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know with my guy.
You know, it's your boy T-Bear. You already know representing GFG Records. He's from the west side.